Okay. Hello, hello, hello. We are getting started today. We marked a really good high, but it looks like we're trying to push for lower here. So this is usually the first good target is the previous day low. That's what we're looking at. Let's see if we can get to there. This is after taking all-time highs for another time here. Check the 4-hour. This looks like a mess, but yes. So 4-hour gap fill is what it's looking like right now. If we flip this, we do have something that we can work for lower. Hourly flip there. $15-minute flipped as well there. So this 15-minute bearish red gap has respected. So now we're looking at bearish order flow. So even though we're all-time highs, this could be dangerous. This could be something where we do flip for lower, or it's going to try to make it you think that we're going to go for lower, and then we're going to just come right back up. That's just usually how all-time high price action really plays out. I don't think I can really work within the 5-minute. Asia made a nice range, push for highs, let me consolidate it here, and then ripped another high there, and then 9:30 open. Now we're just been selling off. Target mic up. Let me do that. Test, test, test. Let me see chat. How's everyone doing today? 3 years old, you're looking to learn. Got my water here. Lanto's always waiting for a sweep before entering. I see you take trades without sweep, under which some circumstances. I follow the SMART model, which I describe, 3 main functions here. Looking at draw liquidity, which is where it's heading. That could also help with, sweep, like you said. But most importantly is draw liquidity. Where is price heading? Number 2 is time frame alignment. If time frame aligns with my trade, that's fine. Then 3rd is entry function. So like the sweep does matter, but like as long as you have all the other 3, like you're on the right side of the trend, on the bias, especially in the like whatever you're executing, you have a clear draw liquidity, and you have entry function. That doesn't really require a sweep before you enter, just like how some models require SMT. Mine doesn't require that because I'm already focused on key things already, if that makes sense. But sweep for me, I'm also waiting for a sweep, usually for retracement rather than ending. So does hourly look bullish? I don't know yet. I think we're starting to be like this. I think the next test will determine if it is, because this is a deep closure and retrace back up, rejected, and now we also flip this hourly. If we come back up, hourly inversion, we have this hourly order block. If this comes back up here and rejects here, that just confirms that it's going to be bearish order flow on the hourly time frame. If it comes back up, then like we don't even know. It could be bullish again. I think all-time high price action is basically what's happening, and we're having the first retracement since that all-time high push during an overnight session. I got waked out, break even at 10 a.m. Can you check the trade? I went short. I guess I can. 10 a.m. I wasn't trading New York Open, so I wouldn't know. Oh, there was 10 a.m. news then, right? It's 10 a.m. is always like, if it has a wick like this, it's like news. Oh, what's up? What's up, Flux Charts? Guy who makes indicators. I just heard about him. Anyways, let's see. I want to see if we can get some cooking here. Chat, can we get something? Let me see. I think overall, I'm somewhat bearish biased, but I'm leaning like I want more confirmation. I just want to make sure it's there before we start playing it down. But overall, we still need a setup. Bias is one thing, setup is another. Any trades I don't trade AM for the most part. I think next week I'm gonna try trade AM because I want to get some evals work done. But yeah, a lot of people was gonna ask me literally every 10 minutes, why don't I trade AM? Why don't I trade AM? I trade PM only for the most part. I also trade Asia at sometimes with the Discord, but you know, if we're talking about mainly trading, it's PM 1 to 3. That's 2 hours a day. I've been doing that for slowly getting to it more and more, like this past 2 years, focusing on one session and less screen time, less trading time. So I'm not trading like, you know, New York AM, London PM, Asia. I'm just trying to do less trading as much as possible. And I'm choosing PM only because it's slower, it's more consistent. I can do base hits. And lastly, you have a lot of data to work with. So when you're trading PM, you have Asia, you have London, you have New York AM to work with. So PM just makes things a lot easier. So what I can tell right now, we already did a nice sweep of the high here. We're coming back for lower. Not really sure that really tells me much other than we're starting to try to trend down, but I'm going to anticipate that I might chop more. So like it's going to try to retrace back up and then reject. But we'll have to see today. Any good prop deals? Yes. I kind of have posted. Funny Next is also doing a deal. 30% off. Let's go. Why are you using 60 minutes and not 1 hour? What the? Someone's gonna be like, why am I using 60 seconds, not the 1 minute? It's the same thing. 60 minutes is an hour. It's probably because of the indicator that's showing it. Can you show your bullish candle color? Yeah. How do I do it again? Where I can like test it or... Oh, there it is. I kind of like this color. I think I had this color for like 2 years now, away from the red and green. I didn't like the green and black. Green and black is like, you know, ICC style, but I wanted to do something else. Blue right now, I'm like so used to blue. So when I see green and black now, I'm like, it's like, it's uncomfortable. But yeah, black as a bearish candle, I think is good. It's better than red because I feel like red, you just resonate with like something bad, like blood, or you're losing, you're tilting. Black doesn't really give that to me. Black just feels like, you know, we're dumping. But blue, I guess you want to dissociate from green because, you know, green could also resonate with like the opposite of the red, where it's like you're trying to go for the big money. Because it resembles money and like you want to just ease off. So that's why I chose blue. That's like kind of my reason behind it. I like black and white. Black and white could, you know, it's not bad either. You can trade whenever you want because you have affiliates. Think about this though. I'm literally up, I think 800,000 in payouts, and I think I attribute to that is like less trading. Because last year I did 800,000 in payouts for the whole year. This year, like we're like what, like a little bit over halfway. I already hit like we're basically crossing what I did last year, and it's not just because like because of I think I attribute it mostly because I'm changing the way I'm trading. I find faults of why I lose, um, and why I'm doing bad. I'm trying to practice good habits. Good habits to me is less trading. I think when I trade way too much on the day, I tend to give back profits. So I don't know if you're a hater or if you're just trying to actually speculate, but that's just kind of my explanation on it. Because I need to not waste time with the haters, but if you're someone who's like curious, that's the reason behind it. Less trades is quality over quantity. So I think if I to like speculate or like kind of talk about my stat on top of my head, like I probably did like 3 to 5 trades per day last year. This year I'm working on like 1 or 2 trades. So we kind of cut the trades in half. So I'm gonna rely on the 15-minute here. Wait, is this a 15-minute time frame? OB, is a minute gap. Something today just feels iffy to me. It's Friday. I think Lanto was also finding it difficult. Usually we find things difficult at the same time, but I want to make sure we get something good. How come you still live with your parents? I don't live with my parents. I live with my girlfriend. When did I say I live with my parents? But also another thing, you're gonna ask me like, oh, why do I have the same car that I had since high school, since my senior year of high school? That's like what, 6 years ago? I think 6 years ago now. I bought a brand new for 23,000 out the door. I think exactly. We haggled that too. We went through multiple dealerships to see if we can find the best deal on it. But I have the same car. You're gonna ask me like, oh, why do I make this much money with payouts and not have like a Lamborghini or Lex or not like a Mercedes? And that's because I don't really like to spend or value on purchases like that. Let's see. And I also grew up in a kind of, I want to say frugal. I kind of talked about this before. Frugal, like as in my family, my parents kind of raised me like save, and not invest, but like save, because they don't really know investing. But if you want to buy, let's say something expensive, that should be like not even like 5% of how much you have in your savings. So I'm trying to keep that value. I'm not trying to like be different now that I have like success, I guess, because I feel like it's a slippery slope. I'll be bullish if this 15-minute flips, but I still think we move lower. I was anticipating we reject here with this retrace because the hourly flipped already. I'm not really too sure on what price is doing here. It feels odd, but yeah, we have a low SMT here, right? ES took the low, NQ did. This would be a breaker. I think on ES it would be a breaker if we close back above through this high. Let me look at chat. Sorry. Why only one window in your room? Shit, I don't know. Should I have like 2 windows? Let me Let's see. What firm have you got the most payout from? I think it's Apex. I think if you look at the leaderboards, you look at last month, I got paid in June for 120,000. I think year to date, it should be like, I want to say close to 400. So like that would count like for almost half my payouts, but I also trade like 6, 7, 8 firms. So Apex alone is right about like the halfway mark. If you're a real trader, maybe you could afford more windows. I should just live in a glass house. Anyways, I'm trying to also focus on trading right now. It just still nothing, so that's why we could go off a tangent if we want. It feels just like, I don't know how I feel about this price action. Like it is bearish though. So you see this bearish 15-minute fair value gap made, respect it, move for lower. This also gap here, inverse. So this is very clearly bearish bias right now. On the 15-minute time frame. I'm not talking about the higher time frame. Even the hourly, I could argue it. But I need a clear draw liquidity right now. So the problem with that, like I don't really have that, right? It might be lower here, but I need to know that we're gonna have some delivery. And how we do that is if we get most likely some liquidity, engineer liquidity internals made here. And then we'll dance around, we'll consolidate, and then once it actually fails, like we can just do like a failed run back up. That could be also something we can work with. $120K in 1 month. You know, June I did like I think 220,000 payouts total. If you're talking about all prop firms, for Apex alone it was 120. Just for clarification, if you want to. Like, if you don't believe it, you can go to Apex Twitter. You can see June's payout. And then Patrick is actually number 1, but he took the whole payout. That's like his payouts for the rest of the year, basically. It was like 350,000. I am number 6. You see Brian for 120, and also reposted that too. NQ is like holding much better, right? What do you guys think? Bullish or bearish here? I want to say bearish, but I don't know where I want to take the entry on. I think if we can do one more false move up, I can play for these lows down here with peace of mind. So there's a lot of chats right now. I think we're getting more viewerships, and I'm also looking at trading. So I might miss your questions. I don't purposely do it. I try to read everything. What about expenses? Expenses kind of every month is like 10, 15,000. So let's say last month, right? Clear picture. Let's say 15,000 expenses, which is probably conservative. 220,000 payouts. That's because I'm not blowing any accounts. I have the same Apex for a long time. Take care with the bearish hourly order block. That's what I'm thinking. If we respect here, I'm playing the move down. That's kind of what I'm vibing with right now. Something feels off about this. Like if I have bearish bias in most time frame, if the 1 minute aligns, I'm gonna take a jab for it. But I hope something just feels iffy about this price action to me. I'm not gonna long this most likely though. It's gonna be probably short. Getting 1 month with 20K in payouts over consistently collecting 5K a month in every month. Yeah, consistency is all that matters, because you can have like, you know, one big payout and then the next months following, like 3 months after, like nothing or just nowhere close. But I prefer going like the same route. So like every month so far this year has been like 100K payouts. Some months hits 200, some months hit 250. I'm trying to really break that. That's why I'm trying to add more firms. I'm working on trade day, you know, and then I think I'm adding alpha futures. I had a list on my phone. Like I have like 6 firms, 7 firms right now. I had a list of like 3 or 4 more to add. So we'll see. I'm surprised expenses were even that high. You know why it's high, right? It's because I kind of talked about this. I have renewing evals from Apex. That carries on so much every single month. It renews every single month, and you're gonna be like, oh, why does he have renewals? I have 20 max funded. I have the same funded for a while now. But here's the caveat here. In case I get eval banned, I have reserves. I have like 50 accounts already renewing, and then also a few evals that is not done yet, not passed yet. I'm gonna work on it when I need it, just in case. It's like a backup mine, right? Just in case they shut me off Apex, I have accounts ready to go. So it kind of takes me out like 2,000-3,000 already per month, and then other firms, similar situation. But that just gives me peace of mind. I don't really care. If I did care, I would cancel it, and maybe my return investment would go from like, what is it, like 10 to 12x to 13x. I don't feel good about this long yet. So we'll talk about, if I'm bearish, every time I have, like, let's say a preset bias or something that I'm looking for to take entry. So I'm looking for short setups for the reason that I am bearish in my most time frames right now on the one I'm looking at, the 15, the hourly, especially. I'll have to like say in my mind, like, at what point would my bearish bias be invalidated, and then where, like, when that happens, usually I would either be neutral or I'll start looking at bullish setups. And for me, I'm kind of looking at this hourly order block here. If we get a strong move back above at 2 p.m., that would basically invalidate it for me. Also, the 15-minute right now is easier too. Get a closure back above, most likely these two gaps here. So closure above 230s, like 20 points above. I'm gonna probably deter away from shorts. Something I kind of also noticed is something about this sparkling water, where it's not flavored. It just, I said it yesterday that I didn't like sparkling water at first, but it's growing on me. I started liking it just recently. Actually, I used to be like, oh, I'll just prefer like regular water to like over like bottled water over sparkling, but it's been growing me the last few months, and this one's particularly, or maybe just any unflavored one, I just keep on sipping it. So you'll see them on stream. I'm gonna be sipping through a few bottles, which is good because that helps you. That just helps you hydrate. I don't know if it's just me or like if they have something addicting, but it just feels refreshing. It feels like you're drinking a soda, but like, no sugar, no syrup, no nothing. And don't say it's anything about it being plastic. I don't. I'm not really worrying about that right now. All right, let me look at chat while I'm waiting. Trade day is like very similar to TPT right now. I'm gonna get them funded. I'm gonna also copy trade them with my take profit. Let me look at the chat. If we close above 15 minutes, Sibby, you think we're gonna bullish? That's, I think I was talking about this exactly what you have in mind. That's good that you're thinking now. You're thinking with me. Missing out on all these longs, I'm fine with that, just because I'm not convinced in longs right now. I will, if I were to be asked like how confident I am trading this right now, I'm like kind of like 50%, which is not good. I want to be 80%, 75%, 70% on nub is like good. Right now I'm like 40-50% on my trades, based off this price action and the delivery of it. Maybe you guys get that feeling too. Sparkling suppress the hunger. Is that what it is? I don't tend to eat. Sometimes I'll eat breakfast, but half the time I don't. And I'll eat like a very large meal after my stream, and also dinner. So like I have like kind of 2 meals a day, one big meal and then one for dinner. Is this the only time you trade? Yep, 1 to 3 for the most part. It's a very same course. Just to review, I trade. I want to say like six to 8 firms. Some I'm working on evals right now, so like I don't really count them. Probably by end of next week, I'm gonna try to add a few more. So maybe 8 to 10. So like around 8 to 9 total. What I do, I have 2 sets of accounts. This is what I've been doing for the last few months. One for Apex. Apex is 20 accounts, and the other group is literally everything else. And what I've been showcasing is Apex. I take the base hit. So if it hits like $300, I'll usually just take it. All right, 15 points on one contract, or 2 contracts would be like 10 points, $400, somewhere around there, right? I take that profits because that's Apex. That's trailing drawdown. I want to build it up. It's my cushion for me. It's my core source of income. And then my other accounts, I like to scale it up, right? So I'm doing break even, and I'm going for a bigger target. And why I do that, I think a good scenario is like you're kind of TPing half of them, and the other half you're going for bigger. So like, even though you do like, let's say 1 mini for both, half is take profit. The other half is going for another push, going for a bigger target. So it's very similar if I were to do, let's say I had 2 contracts and I just took 1 TP. I guess you're splitting them up. So either way, you know, if I hit Apex base hits already, I can't lose. It's gonna break even for the rest of the accounts. NQ is holding much better though, I have to say. If this sweep goes low, I could consider this as a bearish breaker, and maybe I would play an NQ. But again, I don't think I'm bullish on the hourly yet. And if this 5-minute time frame, usually I'm looking at the hourly as my intraday bias. So if you look at the, I don't have it anymore, but I look at 3 bias. The higher time frame, the higher is like 4-hour daily, right? The intraday is 15-minute to hourly. And then low time frame, that's where I'm executing 1 to 5. That chat is, you guys are chatting right now. I'm like, it's not loading that fast for me. 15-minute breaker, 1045, 1045, 1045. What the hell is 1045? Oh, this? I don't know how this would be a breaker, to be honest. I'm trying to visualize it. We have a low, we have a high, we have, I think, equal lows, and then we got move back up. If you're trying to make this as a breaker, this would be what it is. So you're using these consecutive candles instead. I don't know how this would be. This is consolidation. Unicorn is one of my trades. It's not always the case though, but I hate doing even. I hate it too. That's why I load up. I load a boat with it. So one thing that I've been doing very successfully is doing reserves. What that means is, let's say you get moved alive, especially with tops. If top is such a primary example, as well as take profit trader. Those two are like the #1 example for this. Because you don't pay the renewal subscription. So imagine this. Imagine instead of trying to like do evals, get funded, you know, and then work, and then let's say you blow up or fail, you go eval again. Imagine this. You just buy 20 accounts of take profit, right? You pass them all. You can only have 5 active. You put 15 in the vault, which is for reserved, and you activate 5. That means you don't have to do evals for take profit for basically 4 attempts. Like you have 5, 5, 5, 5. That is a game changer for me. Like that helps me not have to waste mental capital on evals. And I encourage people who have the capital and feel comfortable with that trading to also do that, because that's like all the sparkling water. That's the secret sauce for me. Because in that way you have 100% tunnel vision focus on funded, which matters. What doesn't matter is evals. Evals, you do well, oh, you got funded, that's cool. You don't get money out of it. Does that make sense? And someone's asking, is it worth it to reset my TPT Pro accounts? The reset costs anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. You can buy an eval for like $200, reset for $100. You can have like 8 to 10 resets for the same price. So that's why it's more important to reserves. Like you'll get accounts funded for like a third, a fourth of the price as a funded reset. Yeah, that makes sense. And then one of the firms that have in this promotion, Fund and Next, they are doing something. I've been pushing for this for so long. I'm like, please let users have reserves, because users are able to buy one set of accounts. If they blow them, that's it. There's no sale anymore. They finally listened to my advice, and what is it? They listened to my advice and then went to do what I call here is max allocation increase. So 300K funded, 1 million total, but how it's split is 700K challenges, 300K funded. So in this case, if you did the 50K accounts, which I like to do, you can have 6 50Ks funded, right? And you can have 14 reserves, and you can load it up all on the flash sale they have right now. That's like, I've been pushing for this for like 2-3 months, and they finally did it. You don't know how important that it was to be. Anyways. This is a good 4-hour fill. This is like, this hole is pretty bullish, but what do you think Friday is? Because Friday we took the previous day high and we're like kind of really like deep in premium. So to me, I would think Friday would just kind of go back and forth like this, and we'll just maybe close in the middle. We'll have a deep drive and come back up. That's what I'm like kind of banking on, I guess, if I were to take a guess. Fund and Next looks like the next great firm. There's just so many things I've been like, because I'm working Fund and Next closely, and I'm like, please do this, please do this. I also think they're also going to release straight to funded. I've been nudging them. I'm like, dude, people are loving straight to funded. They don't have to work on evals. It's probably not going to come anytime soon, but like, I'm thankful that they're listening to me, because they're forex giants. So you have futures, you have forex. The top forex are FTMO, Fund and Next, and funding pips. Funding pips is like funding ticks. That's the future side. They come with futures, and like, I'm recommending them all the futures because they don't know how future works. So I'm also hearing you guys. I'm giving your guys feedback. I'm like, they want a DCA. You shouldn't be that. Microscoping, that's normal. That's like volatility. And then they want uncapped payouts. Uncapped payouts was one of my big things I was pushing on. But yeah, right now I would. It's 30% off, right? 30% off with no daily loss limit, which is big too. That's like very boring. Oh, we're rejecting. Hold up. SMT here too. We could be short on ES here. ES has been like kind of the weaker guy, the weaker asset. I might want to take a jab somewhere here. Let's see if it makes sense. I wonder if I just snap this right here. I don't know. I want to take out ES though, because ES is weaker, so it makes sense to me for take the weaker one. But ES doesn't want to fall yet, so we're kind of landing on this breaker, so I'm not too confident on this. But we have SMT here, right? We're still bearish order flow on the higher time frame. I feel like this is the play right now, but not on NQ. I would rather take on ES. ES for some reason moving higher, so I'm gonna just watch this first. If we reject here though, I'll probably play for the next redistribution. Any updates on microscalping? So they update with me. Before it was like you take a quick trade, you get flagged for it. Now, as long as 40% of your trades aren't under 20 seconds, 40%, and break even trades don't count. So if you let's say you take a quick trade and you put break even and it hit your break even real quick, that doesn't count. They were trying to identify like active in and out, like buy market, sell market. That's like the clear guideline now. It's 20 seconds, I'm pretty sure. But 40% of your trades can't not be under 20 seconds. That's I think that's the same thing as TradeFi. TradeFi is 15, I think. 15 or 10 seconds. I can't play this with ES being weird or this. I think ES is trying to pull higher. 20 seconds or 5 points, something like that. So if you're like a hyper scalper, maybe fun next night for you. Because, you know, volatility, sometimes market's moving fast and you hit profit way quicker. But that's not going to happen half your trades. I passed Fund Next with your code. Received my fund accounts today. Took them 48 hours to approve. Yeah. So the first time you pass, they have the KYC process, and they're trying to make sure like that they have it very in depth because they have a big company forex, so they have a lot of strict laws, and they're trying to uphold the same thing. So yeah. After the next account, it'll be much faster. Like what I'm doing right now and other people, after your first KYC's pass, it gets approved, activated like the same day. But they also make you do, depending on those who have KYC issues, or maybe they have a flag, they require you to do a video. I'm not gonna say interview, but it's like basic question. And maybe the feature with K can elaborate what he did. But from what I heard from multiple people, they said it's like very basic. Like, oh, what is a future market? What's your name? What's this? Like, they're just trying to confirm you're you. They're not trying to ask you like, what's your trading strategy? So it's not like Apex, by the way. Yeah, like I think some people try to blow it out of proportion. They're like, oh, you have to do a video interview. It's like, it's not even it's pre-recorded. I'm pretty sure like the questions are pre-recorded. You're not having someone on the other side. Yeah, from what I asked, they said they do that only for those who have who maybe hits a flag in their KYC, which is their identity. It's not a bad thing. Maybe it's something that didn't match or something. They just want to confirm, follow up. Not everyone does a video. It's like very small people. Yeah, I think it's good to dodge this short here because ES was also turning. And the next 15-minute close is at 1:45. I'm okay with missing a trade because there's enough time. I just need to make sure I have when I do take a trade, it's going to be a higher success rate. I trade 6 to 8 firms together. It's like I'm gonna estimate like around 35 to 40 accounts. I don't know the exact number because I'm also working on eval. So like if I say 35 right now, next week I could have 40. Should I buy the Funny Next on stream and trade them? Should I do that just next week? Maybe I'll try to buy them now. I forgot. Because I was going to buy them this morning, but I was occupied. Let's see. Have you ever had your trade top your fail? So this is a pretty good topic. What I've been seeing, TradeSyncer having a lot of issues. I made a I thought they were good. at that time. They were stable, but from what I could tell, it's a little bit iffy. I don't want to, because I'm still affiliated with them, but you guys notice why I never talk about them. I'm waiting for them to be good again. Like, not good again, but like stable. I think they're still beta product. I don't like promoting something to you guys where I don't feel it's safe yet, because if one day it messes up and you blow all your accounts, I feel like that's on me. So I've been just using Replicanto for the most part. TradeSyncer I just use as a side, and I'm watching carefully on it. And they said there's issues the last kind of 2 days, I think, this week. But Replicanto has been stable only because it's not cloud-based. Cloud-based is like you can trade whatever you want. Replicanto and other trade copiers who is local-based, I think that's more stable because it's like instantaneous. You're not worried with the cloud. The cloud could disconnect, shit like that. But I'm gonna buy the FunNX accounts. Let me see. It's so this is the price point. It's 250. I would highly recommend the 50K. Don't go for the 100K. The 100K is stupid. 6K profit target. You get 3K drawdown, right? Just look at that. 6K profit target, 3K drawdown. Look at the 50K. 2,500 profit target, 2,500 drawdown. You literally get $500 more drawdown, but you have more than double your profit. I don't know who would even buy the 100K. I keep on telling them, like, you got to make the 100K better if you want to make it more appealing. But they're like, we're going to keep the same. I'm like, okay. But let's see. Yeah, Smart should make it up to 174. You would think, oh, why is it so high? It's because it's easy to pass. It's uncapped payouts. There's no request cap. I think that's a big difference. If you want a cheap account, you go for TradeFi Growth. You go for MyFunFuture Star. That's like $100. This is all in, no activation fee. You're paying a little bit more premium. Just think of it like a MyFunFuture Expert account. That's kind of like how I like to describe it. If you think of it that way, 100 it's not that bad because MyFunFuture is like 250, 300. But yeah, while we're waiting, I'm gonna buy some to start, so I can start trading. Traders Connect is adding features. How is Trading Connect? Can anyone? I'm like so open for trade copiers because I want the best possible to try out and also recommend you guys. Let me make this smaller. I know this is for Forex, but you said they're public beta. Okay. Interesting. It's cloud based too. How is the cloud based here? This is gonna be competing with TradeSyncer, I guess. Oh, they're very cheap. $10? Paper account. What's that mean? It's $10 per account? Are you? No way. It's just like that. I'll be shitting bricks if it's $10 per. Imagine I have like 40 accounts, right? I have to pay $400 per month. No. Even if I have money for that, I'm not doing that. The most legit. Is it $10 per account? Can someone say? Oh, that's robbery. No, never mind. I thought they're like, oh, it's so cheap, but per account for futures? Are you kidding me? Futures is different from Forex. Forex I can somewhat understand because they're trying to focus on one account. Yo, okay, we are bearish here. Should I be looking for this? We have a chase sale over here. We took the high out. I like this on this closure. I think we should have tapped it on this tap here. But if it comes back up, or if we present another setup, I'm going for it. Closure in 3 minutes and 5 here. We got a retap here. I think I was distracted. I should have smacked it right here. The closure confirms it, right? The closure on the Candle close confirms it. We take a short here, stop the high, 30-point stop, and we let it run. I need to focus. I'm getting too distracted. Because that was an opportunity right there that I was actually looking for. Target would be lows, of course. For sure, lows. And you let trail after that break. Yeah, so the 15 minutes still bearish order flow. It's going to come back up. I'm going to see very closely if we can get an entry somewhere here. TradeSync is the best copier right now. I mean, I like what they have. It's really good that they have the models cloud-based, but I can't say it's the best if it's not stable. It's just not stable right now. And that's coming from me as an affiliate, as a partner with them. Someone that I'm working with them for like what, a year, more than a year and a half now. I'm waiting for them to be good. It's not stable yet, not 100% stable. Like if there's issues that happens every now and then, I'm gonna that's scary to me, because one issue could cost you all your accounts. Does that make sense? What is prop flow? The hell is prop flow? There's like so many companies just pumping out right now. I'm most likely looking for a low time frame entry model. I want to say on ES, but let's see what we can get. I don't know the entry yet. It's most likely here. So if I do it here, this is gonna be what it looks like. I'm gonna move this aside because I'm not sure I'll take this yet. TPT or straight to funded? Tradeify. I want to say both. It depends. Do you want to do evals or do you want to go straight funded? That's pretty much it. Philip C, Tradecopia. Have you heard of what do you? How did you hear about that? I looked into it a little bit. Dude, there's so many trade copiers is in beta right now. Beta is like they're not full developed products yet because they have issues. Why can't we have a product where it's good already? It takes too long, guys. It's too much to ask for. Philip is the founder. That's how he knows. That's what it feels like sometimes. Like someone asks you, like, "Oh, just wait for prop flow. It's gonna be the best trade copier. Just wait for TradeSync. It's gonna be the best." It's like, I don't know if they have a conflict of interest somewhere here. Because I'm trying to hear real feedback. Have you tried this trade copier? Which one? You didn't say the name. Okay. Really pouring down. It's making me regret not taking this entry above. Trading pleb. There's a new trade copier every single day, guys. Trading pleb? That don't even sound real. That don't even sound good, to be honest. I'm gonna look it up. Trading pleb. Reliable trade copier for your futures profit. Apex, ETF, Top Step. Let's see. I just want to take a brief look at it. Not gonna lie, the website looks kind of ugly already. $30? That's it? Again, I would value. I don't mind paying a little bit more for a good product, but if it's something like someone just pulled out their ass, and you're like someone in the viewers will be like, "Oh, $30 for a trade copier. That's the most cheapest. I'm gonna buy it." you go for it and it's not good, you get what you paid for. Trading pleb. That's what I thought. Trade pleb, like that sounds fake. That sounds like not even a real thing. Trading pleb. Imagine using a tool called trading pleb. What's the best trade copier? Oh, trading pleb. I don't want to be impulsive. I want to see if we can do another drive higher and then turn back. But if you're bearish right now, I think this is like you're starting to look at shorts already. It's gonna start pouring down. Whoa, 40 minutes? Is that exactly someone saying Trump is talking about crypto bill and signing in 40 minutes? Is that exactly 40 minutes? Should I be wary at 2:30? Me and Desi trades overnight sometimes. It just depends. We see setup. It's in Desi and Brian channel. You can't really miss it. I'm most likely taking the short in this next retrace here. I think I feel good about this. And I like it more on ES still, even though ES for the lower time frame it's holding better. I think I like this. What are we looking at? Like 29.30s? Yeah, something around there. Pretty good. Did I see a... I remember we were talking about breaker above somewhere though. Oh, so was it here? Was it here? I don't remember. Or was it in the 5? Oh, it was in the 5. So technically, we should be looking at this as a breaker. And I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to long here. We're kind of using this as a bullish breaker to see if it fails. If it fails, that just helps with the bearish order flow. And I don't know if we're going to set up. If we keep these lows, I want these lows protected, get a retracement, we short this and make it pour down. That would be the move to play here. Gonna play this short. Gonna drop down the 1 minute here. Most likely, what I'm gonna be visualizing is we take this out and we slam down. Can I set things up? I gotta really take a piss. In the probably next. I'm gonna try be here, especially with this trade for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna let it run if we get tagged. So I'm basically trying the short on the next move up. I don't really want it to move past 33, so you're kind of short 30s. Stop like about 3 points. That's kind of like what I'm framing up right now. And then on the same coin here, I have it right at this push up, so short above 30s right now. Let me just mark this out like this. Anywhere from 30s and up. After we sweep that, we're playing with these lows. I like that. And you don't have to be mirroring me exactly, because that just be you being a bot. But I think something better would be just see if it aligns with what you think. Does this make sense to you? Would you take this? I'm gonna take this if we do a pop short. I'll short it. I could look at ads if we keep on progressing down, but I feel good with this being like a 3-point stop, and I think we get it move up here. So just think of this first take of this. I hope to see it turn. So I have it right here on the break. All right, that's where I get it in here. So I have one in right now. And I'm gonna just put my stop right above. And then we'll see what happens. You can also take it on NQ if you want. The similar setup on NQ would just be kind of this 5-minute structure, right? I don't know how big the stop would be. I would think the midpoint also, and then you're just playing the down. That's kind of like the ideal of it, let's say. So I hope it's clear. Please don't tell me if I'm short. Please don't tell me if this is long or short. I can't be more clear about this. This is exactly the entry. It should be 30s actually. If it loses, you know, that's what it is. That's part of the game. But let me also mark this. Something I'm cautious about is, you know, the midpoint here. I always like to see this. Don't want price to really move above this. I could do bigger stop this because this is also a big move. Yeah, but this is what I have. That feels good. That feels good. 30.25 right now. And stop at 33.5. Oh, we got a spike. That almost took me out right there. What the heck was that spike? Are we good? Jesus, what was that? I'm gonna have the hard stop on. I don't want to hear Trump say something. It's like gonna kill everything. Oh, this is 3 contracts. I'm tripping. What the hell? I'm gonna do it 33.5. About 3-point stop. If it fails, it fails. But I don't know what hell that spike was. What took me out there? NQ's not looking the prettiest. I'm not gonna lie. NQ's not looking the prettiest right now. I'm not taking the trade on NQ, but I'm just using as a reference. Like if this is change delivery and this is respecting, I need to see not much of a price move above this midpoint here. We're kind of going back to entry here. Have my hard stop set. I'm letting this trade play out. So I don't feel like it's... That wick could be good for manipulation if we really plan to go lower. I feel good about that, but I need to see some follow through here. And I don't feel like I should take a piss anymore. That wick was like bloop. Let's see this through. First trade of the day doesn't feel the best, but we'll move on. If this fails, we have more time. 2 p.m. too. Oh, I should look at 4 p.m. close, right? Let's see. Not really getting anything there. Hourly. Not really getting anything there. 15-minute. I don't know what happened. Just closed and just really did a pop. Again, ES is feeling much better than NQ. If you take an NQ, you're like, I feel like you're shaking a little bit. Not shaking a little bit, but like it's just pulling much better. But either way, if NQ keeps on pushing, ES is likely gonna take my stop. So we're really dancing around here. It's still a tight stop. I see some liquidity down here, but I wonder if we want to take another run up first before we head lower. That could also be the case here. Close this. Look at the 5-minute again. It's not looking that good anymore. I might try to close this soon. It's holding way too well. It's disappointing. It's gonna spike me. What's the next setup after this? Are we looking at upside if we close above? Probably need to close above this 15-minute for us to play upside, right? And this is like the first trade where you get no points whatsoever. It's like straight drawdown. Okay, every other trade we did this week, we typically have the right precision. But again, I think it's just the day's making it feel iffy. It's likely gonna take me out. I want to see if I just take a close on the next move back down and look for re-entry if it's still valid, but not really basing on much. Technically, this 5-minute breaker still held. Yeah, on ES, right? I still feel bearish though. That's what I'm getting, unless we flip this 15-minute. But we're just consolidating more right now than anything. Coming back down, but I don't feel good about it yet. I might try to just kill this trade first. And then look for re-entry later. I'm just trying to kill it like halfway point. If I can get it. I'll take it for, was that 6 ticks? I don't feel good about this right now. I feel like it could move lower, but let's wait for re-entry first, and then we can talk. But if it just slams down from now, like I'll be like, it didn't hit my stop. I should just trust the process. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Gonna go on personal moves here. Let me take a piss now, and I'll come back and lock back in. It's also a very tight stop. The way that I operate, tight stops usually is not enough wiggle room, but that helps. I'll be right back. Hey, yo. I come back and it started pouring down. Come on. Don't do that. Why does this happen all the time for me? We're like back at entry though. Okay. I'll lock in. I want to see if we can get it. If the setup's still fine for me. If I still like it, I'll check back in, of course. I should probably do stop the high. I think that makes... I would be a little bit more... less gun shy, I guess. I just didn't have a good feeling about it when... Especially that spike. Usually when a spike happens, right? In my mind, like... I want to see if this is a manipulation spike. It should start turning, like, somewhat quickly. It didn't really turn that quickly for me. I'm like... I don't know about how I feel about this. How many of you guys took it out, and how many of you guys are still holding? If there's enough people holding, I might look for re-entry real quick. Because I'm assuming if you're holding, then you're going based off of your analysis, not mine. Mine is like too tight. Damn, there's way too many people chat holding right now. Are you? You guys are funny. Yeah, but if we take this lows out, I think we can sell much lower. It's not just like TP here. We're gonna really take a drive down. Let's see. I'm open for re-entry. I need to see a little bit more first. Well, you know what I was thinking instead? Maybe I should just take off one contract. I have one in, and that won't be as bad. Maybe I should have done that then. That's like something I had considering, but let's move forward. Let's see if we get another entry model. Let's see if we can hold, because we do have like this being built up here, and I do want to tag back in. I'm about to get it. This feels so much better right now. I knew it. I should just left to the bathroom, come back, boom. We good. Okay, this is the next one. I might go for the same entry again, basically, like around somewhere around here. Very similar entry, and we're gonna probably keep the stop a little tighter. I think I'm good with that. Shit, I'm fumbling. Just looking for like close to 30s, essentially 30s and 3-point stop makes sense to me. I still feel good about it. It feels open to me as long as like we don't smash these lows, right? It's not really trying to get it back up right now. Next 5-minute closure is about to happen. Yeah, this is. I'll just delete this. But another thing, it's not a change in delivery, but it's an order block. So you have something here now. You ideally want to see this retrace and hold. Probably not this high, but I want something around 29s, 30s for entry again. That feels safe to me. So I want to still keep the limits above around 29.75, 30. So what I'm expecting now, if we could do it, is just one more push back up and then boom. Kind of retrace back to like this equilibrium, this swing point here. And we're not doing that. You know, like, another good thing is like for those who are on Discord, I posted this trade on Discord and I didn't, say like we're gonna close the trade or anything. They probably took it with a stop and they're about to cook here. Because this is what I said. I said I like ES shorts. Boom, stop, TP. They're probably gonna be cooking. What is that? Another wick down? Do we still take this chat? Part of me says yes, we still take this. But I mean, this is not a bad TP for the first one, because if you took the retro trade, it was like a 3-point stop, right? And then you got like 6 points out of it, like 2R already. But if you want to play it really good or go for ambitious targets, I want to see this smash these lows and then sell through it. It's just dancing right now. It is, that's one thing. Mihai, that's how you say name? He says sketchy price action. It feels really sketchy price action now. It does. That's like the best way to describe it. sketchy as price action is such a good way to describe this. Again, ES feels a lot better for shorts. NQ holding a little bit better. All right, I'm likely gonna tag in on this next tap. I'll give this a shot this time. Maybe we'll hold for the target this, or we'll go for, you know, that whole push this time. The Discord that we're learning is Desi and Brian, and it's a premium Discord. It's mostly Desi's running it, but I'm also helping out. So you can get 2 people for the price of 1. That's basically the gist of it. Someone said Tory trendline. Now I get it. I was like, what the fuck does Tory trendline have to do with this? But you're saying this breaks and we come back up? Oh, I'm gonna get cooked. Tory's about to cook me here, guys. I was actually confused by that. I was like, Tory trendlines? What the hell do you mean by that? Does this still feel bearish, you guys? I feel like price action order flow wise is still bearish. But it could also just, another thing, it could be also very range bound. Just like very choppy. Back and forth. But I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go with a short here. Let's get me in. Tap me in, coach. This time I'm here for it. Okay, we're gonna fill it here. I'm gonna get the fill at 30s on a dot, and then stop kind of either this high or just stop this high, like between I'll likely close before hit, whichever you prefer. Do have some highs here, but I want to trust that this is still bearish. NQ is doing whatever, but let's just see if this actually plays out this time. Why not wait for the high sweep again? Because that's if it happens. It could for sure happen. That would be definitely safer to do. I might do that after it. But what I'm looking at, like, I feel like this is already going to move lower. But yeah, we'll have to see. This is what let's put this. This is what I have basically. Same exact shit. 30 stop above. 3.75 points. I'm gonna give this another chance. The first time I kind of cut it early for like 6 ticks. This time I want to see if this does play out, but at the same time, if it's range bound, that's not also a good look. I'm gonna delete NQ because I'm not really playing NQ. Range bound would basically mean we're gonna snag the low and then we're gonna snag the high. We're gonna just mess with price action, and we're not gonna get any good delivery. Not the best reaction. This is like very similar to what I did earlier. This could be just range bound day, and I'm trying to play a directional move, and it's not doing that, and I should just focus on it being choppy. That could be the move right now, but I'll look at this more. coming back up right here. Playing direction and consolidation instead of playing the range extremes, I see. Yeah, that's like kind of the opposite of what I do, but I felt good that this is gonna take it down. I don't know. It felt really good just because I was looking 15 minutes, like we're gonna get a smash down eventually. And we already had like 1, 2, 3 wicks inside, and every wick failed. So I'm like, I don't want to see it come back up here. It now is back up here. Look at the 15-minute chart on ES. The 15-minute chart on ES is still bearish to me. 15-minute order block, 15-minute fair value gap, also the same gap here. But I think all-time high might have to be a play with this. It's just trying to really hold. Look at the hourly, holding the hourly. Anyways, ES is still very tight. Probably have to take me out here. We are in discount. I was going to play for the delivery, and that was the wrong call. The market is it's tricking me this time. Usually I'm on point with it. This time, not gonna lie, they got me. This is what it is. I'm not sure why some people in the chat is like, are you in? Are you not? Are you short? Are you long? Sometimes it's very clear. I still don't like longs yet, though. Longs would be if we get a nice closure and then we have more energy to, I think we're going to try to make a move back up here. That's where I would start playing longs. I haven't yet to see that yet, right? And I think in this case, playing extremes make more sense to me. Which I should have looked into. Let me sit up. Maybe that'll help. Now the question is, do we stay in the trade or do we just get out for like, you know, 1 point or break even? That's like kind of like the $1 million question. Like, do we entertain this, or do we just like, this is the price action is not really favorable, we should just wait? Chat, make the decision for me. Reverse position? I don't feel good about longs yet. Wait or get out. Wait or close. Wait or close. Because if I close again, what that means is I did the same thing again. It's gonna start dumping and I'm already closed. Wait, you guys are saying wait. You guys want to see me either make money or lose money. Wait, Trump's about to talk soon? Oh, it's 2:30. Is that bad? Oh boy. Trump's about to talk. Someone said Trump talks out at 2:30. We have like 3 minutes. This is about to be crazy. That's a beauty of trading. I'm leaning more closing it though, but I think I'm gonna do what I did before. Maybe we'll close one of them, right? And then we'll hold just one. Because I had two positions because his tight stop is ES, so like the risk was like $300. I think we'll just try to close one like right at even, and then we'll see. So yeah, now I have one in. I'm just like risking down because it's like a compromise. It's like you guys want me to stay. Also, you guys want me to get out. Compromise is taking one out. Even Trump should announce you should go short. That's the life of the game, baby. I saw one in though. Let's make this money. Let's get this done, Trump. Trump just need to stop yapping. Boy yaps way too much. Way too much. I mean, we're doing decent now. Look at that. It's like very close to even though, but you know what? That ain't half bad. How is NQ moving up right now when ES is starting to slow down? So I got break even on it. Thinking about monetary, even $37 is like, what is it now? Like 4 burritos? Or is it 3 burritos for Chipotle? Because they used to be like $8. I used to do that math, $8 per burrito. Now I feel like the math is not mathing. It's like more like 10, 11, even 12, depending on if you get like steak or not. Two maybe in California, because you're gonna ripped off unless you're buying like Cava bowls from like Lanto. I feel like I'm gonna get wicked though. If Trump says something, it's gonna wick me out. All right, so Trump is speaking when? Can someone speak up now? I'm not gonna take it out, chat. I don't have any hopes, but it's only one this time. I feel better with one contract over versus 2 because that'd be like 150 with 3 points. 2 would be 300. Meh. So I'm glad I took one off at even. Just a risk off, just because the setup is like not really there. Dude, we're pumping, chat. We're actually pumping right now. I feel like I'm gonna get spiked. Do we get spiked here, chat? Trump's gonna say something. It's gonna be like, blow, account's blown. 100 points move. Oh, we're back in Chipotle territory. If you didn't know, we're going based off that currency right now. Chipotle. Come on. Dump it, chat. Let's get this one. And I might try to add if it feels good. Because I think lows, if we can really start propelling the highs, especially if there's move up on NQ, it gives me more confidence that this might actually start pouring down. But what do I know? gonna move aside. I'm gonna look at charts real quick. Just coming back up. Took this high out. Still, it's like at entry right now, but let's see if NQ wants to do anything here. Still in this with one, FYI. So far, price action suck. Like the range also is very tiny. That's another thing that I want to express. We need to start pouring here if we want to get some movements. Shoot, lackluster. Give me some movements. Give me some movement, please. Give me some movement. Not the up movement, though. The down movement. What was that 230 bill? Like this, that did nothing. Was that it? Is that the move? I felt like I was waiting for like something, like some action, but that was it. That was like really lackluster. The game still is ES is holding a lot better, but we're not getting any movements. I want to see if I can get it. Like even if I wasn't short right now, I don't think there's a long entry in sight for the most part. He hasn't peered yet. This is PM so far, guys. Like minus has moved down, which you have to start most of the price action. Even for, I want to say ES first, because that's what we're working with. Got off the range is like 10 points. Very tiny. Compared to what it did for AM. So it's like been very indecisive, I would say, right? The weekend's coming, though. I mean, that's nice, right? Come on, let's start boring. I think, so even, here's the thing, like, the price action gets much easier if we start going down. Not because I'm biased and I'm short. It's because the order flow is still bearish. The higher time frame shows bearishness. Still respecting. We haven't flipped bullish yet. If we start like heading lower, start getting some displacement, that means we get more short entries and we can not even have to worry about this entry. We disregard it. We keep on adding, and then we break these lows and we start pouring down. That's what I'm trying to really see if that's a possibility. But it said it just like doing nothing at all. And no price action is not really something you can play. It's just slow. But if we go up though, let's say start pumping, we flip the 15 minute. We could be looking for more longs, but I think it takes too much time. Like we're already like near power hour. Something easier is just like if it start flipping now. But can't lie, this is just brain dead slow. Like I don't know why I was getting hyped for some 230 crypto. Maybe I'll eat my words if it start like spiking. That could also for sure happen. But I have yet to see it. I have yet to see it. Damn, why is it still here? I'm like streaming for nothing right now. Pushing higher here. Not bad. He is still lagging, and he was leading, but let's see if it wants to hold pressure up. That could also be what it's trying to do. Which is fine. Let's see. Get stopped at 33s right now. It's heading towards there. And here's a stop coming. Yeah, this is very slow, man. If we get closure here on the 5 minute and 3 minutes here, we might actually get some movement up. You can mark this as a breaker too. Another minute and a half here. That's the only thing I could really ride off right now. If we get a nice closure, I can start playing for higher. It tried to start. Also, this is 45-minute too, or not 40, 15-minute close. We'll get an NQ. It won't be too bad for us to start trying longs. One more minute here. Hmm. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, we get a 15-minute close, we get a 5-minute close. I think this is a very important close here. Because that dictates what we can do for the rest of the session, which is not that long. And we really need to see a close up above if longs are there. If not, we already took the high. We have like a little SMT here. We can start turning even. That close like really just right there. Just right under for both. I'm like so close to getting stopped, but it's like I had 2 contracts initially. I took one off at break even just because I risked off. And this is like a 3-point stop. That'll take me for 150. I don't even mind what it takes me now just because it's been like what, 30 minutes? Lots of relative equal highs right now too. Does not feel the best on this when you have all these highs being built up. How you guys feeling about today's price action so far? Rate out 1 out of 10. I'll give my answer right after, you guys. It's just not gonna be a favorable one. Part of me thinks NQ start pouring down. NQ just looks like we didn't want to close above, and 4, 3, -10. I wasn't even going negative. I was gonna give like a 2.5, a 3 at high. I'm like kind of nervous these highs now, even though I'm still in this trade. We're starting like I like how NQ's moving for sure, but ES is like we did not even want to break through that high, and I have a stop right above that high too. Are we trying to just take this low out and then move back up for NQ? I could see that happening. I'm not gonna. I could see this pour back up now, and ES also takes the high. What do you guys think? What does chat think? Bullish or bearish here? Need chat bias on this. My brain's fried right now. I think it moves up. It's kinda here. Now we're taking the highs out, and then we'll take my stop out too. Yeah, I should have just closed it. I was thinking like this is a good spot close because my preemptive judgment here is like NQ feels ES is gonna draw higher, NQ is gonna try to get pulled by it too, and then we wick it. We can come right back up. But I'll take the 150 there on a lot of my accounts actually. It's a tough lesson. Trump came out. Oh my fucking god. Son of a bitch. He just came out now. I'm about to get cooked already. I think it's like we're like right at my stop. So before I even have time, it's gonna get me. We can do it 33.75 could give us some more wiggle room, but not much happening. Still right there. This should be at 33 up. Is it too hopeful to ask for this to like get a closure right here? Not a breaker necessarily, but like we'll get an OB to really go for a down move, and we'll target these lows next. I might just try to play NQ. NQ just feels a little bit slightly better right now for shorts, I feel like. It's starting to, because we have a lot of liquidity being built up right now on NQ. How are we still alive is beyond me. Brian's so fried I can bear it. It's like, it's not about the losses. It's like literally just fuck with me. This price action is like, I'm so glad it's Friday, right? Because we had a really good week. Friday is starting to become like a red day so far, which I guess I'm fine with. But yeah, this price action is been annoying, very, very annoying. And you start pouring here, selling through these lows most likely. ES is interesting. ES is holding. But we're actually getting nice follow through for NQ right now. Pretty good. I feel good with NQ. The reason I say it's better is because we just have lots of lows being accumulated here, and then we already took the high out. So like for NQ, we already took the PM high. I didn't really feel good about adding to this, but on my side, I'd added a Apex account for a short for one, and it's doing pretty good right now. But we're still in the same short in ES, so we're still short bias. But I had it right there. And I was going for these lows. I'm gonna just let this trail. It's just only because ES is not moving. Like, it's the same trade right now. Like, look at NQ. We dropped like 10 points. ES moved like 2 ticks. And I think it's only because NQ already took the high. So I was like ready to just free fall. But that's helping me a little bit. I'm still short bias only because, again, if I was to play upside, we need this closure right here at, what was it, 245? Didn't do that. We need that 5-minute closure right above here. Create a breaker, create OB. Didn't do that. Just closed right under. So like, there's a lot of things pointing me like it's not ready to pump yet. Gatekeep. It's like me adding shorts, which I'm already fried at, but I feel good about it. Which one contract, whatever. I don't know if you guys will even try to take it with me though, because look how annoying ES been. I've been shorting ES twice and it's been just ugly. I must have like I just close this right here. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Made some money there. ES is actually being gay right now. It's being so gay. Like, if this was moving the same simultaneously, ES would be down here right now. Like, look where NQ right now. And ES would be like 26 right now, but somehow still at 30s. How many of you guys are still in ES shorts right now? I literally still have the same exact trade on ES, but I took it on NQ simultaneously, so I have 2 open trades. And NQ made a lot of money quickly. ES is like still here. I had this trade for like 30-40 minutes now. Did Trump say anything, by the way? Let's see if we get some follow through here. I feel pretty good for low right now. For these lows. Going back up a little bit. Yes, exactly at my entries. I don't know how long I have to hold this trade for either hit my stop or go for a low of day, essentially. Which is kind of what I'm targeting. He's yapping about tariff. That's good, isn't it? Isn't that good? Oh, I forgot to buy Funny Next accounts. I gotta do that because I want to place a trade so I can log a trading day in. I think you need, if you, I can try to make like, what is it, like $700 to $800 day one, so I can get a reserve faster. I have enough time just in case if it blows up, I can buy additional accounts. So we either buy it on stream or we're gonna wrap this up next like 5-10 minutes so I have enough time. Chat, are you guys purchasing Funny Next? I think it's a really good deal, and it's a pretty solid firm right now, but I'm open to hearing feedback. This is the deal right now. 30% off, no deal loss limit. Some features is a one-time fee, no activation, no monthly recurring. You keep 100% prop split, all of it, no payout split, and it's uncapped payouts, so there's no sim cap. There's like you know, TradeFi, they caps you out. My feature caps you out. If you make too much, they forfeit the rest. There's also no request limit, so Top Step, TradeFi, all these other firms like 3K, 4K, 5K. Usually, there's no request limits here. And DCA is loud, improved microscalp. You also get 5% cash back too, as usual. But let me know what you guys think. How much is it? It's expensive if you're trying to compare it to a low ticket product. If you're trying to compare it to like a starter from iFund Futures, a growth from TradeFi, of course it's gonna be like, this is expensive. But if you compare it to like an expert plan from iFund Futures, like experts like 200, 300 is uncapped payouts. You have to make that same comparison. Does that make sense? Because what happens with prop firms is the better the rules, the more costly it is, and the worse the rules, the cheaper it is. So like, if you want like a cheap firm, you're going to have more rules. When are you approving Funny-Ticks cashbacks? We're going to do it once a week. I don't know. It's up to you if you guys want to trade it. I'm going to do it. I forgot to purchase it on stream. That was my plan. But with the 50K, it comes to 174. This is all inclusive. No activation fee, and it's uncapped payouts. So you try to compare that with like, I don't know, any other firm. I think it's very competitive. And this one, yeah, there's no daily loss limit, 30% off. And now you can hold for reserves. I think my question is like, if you guys aren't even interested, you're not gonna like this next part. The next part is, if you are interested, you have more allocation now. You have more in reserve, so you have up to 700,000 in reserves, 300,000 funded. So 6 accounts funded. You're gonna have 14 reserve. That is such a. I would have this over like 40% off. I'm not gonna lie, because that I can buy like 20 accounts now, and load it up. TPD is better, 40% off. I mean, I could see it being better, but it's like, depends on your perspective. They're both good deals. I would promote both of them. That's why TPD is my number one in my smart prop right now. But I would, if you're looking at a different perspective, I would argue FundingX had better features in some areas. But yeah, I'll be loading up evals with them. And if you don't want to buy, but you want to do a giveaway, we're also giving away 10 accounts. I'll post a link to it. So, you just gotta like and comment your largest payout. This is like superficial stuff, but the main thing is like, we're trying to confirm if you win, you have to create an account or just log in. If you already have an account, just log in. It'll track it, and we can issue the account directly. Is Funny-Ticks better? Funny-Ticks still has payout caps, by the way. I mean, Funny-Ticks is also a good deal. So, like, you guys are trying to really compare back and forth. Let me just see Funny-Ticks. So, we're doing the eval comparison, right? 50K. With Funny-Ticks, they give you 2,000 drawdown with 2,500 profit target. Funny-Next is 2,500, 2,500. You get 500 more. And this is at 125. That's a pretty good deal, but I'm pretty sure it's cap payouts again. They're both good deals though, honestly. Have you had payouts with Funny-Next? If you look at my Twitter, maybe I can show it too. I have like, I think 11,000 payouts with them so far. Yo, how are we just so back and forth? I wish my entry was higher. But this is so back and forth right now. It's insane. Funding ticks has cap payouts. They do have cap payouts. Like you can like what I mean by cap payouts is how much can you request in one shot? If it's like restricted to like let's say 3,000 or 5,000 or 2,000, that's cap payouts. 2,000 max. Funding next, you could request 20,000 on the first payout if you want. That's what I mean. So try to look at the comparison. Maybe I'll do a comparison table with like all your popular deals. Like let's say Take Profit here, Trade Day here. What is else? Tradeify. I'll try to compare a little bit. It's gonna be hard to compare because everyone has their own unique tick to it. Yeah, so this is like a very good comparison. TD Trade said funding ticks cap but cheaper eval. Funding next uncap more expensive. You see there. If that's what you value, but I would argue trade both. I'm trading both right now. I'm trading funding ticks. I like funding ticks. I'm trading funding next. I like funding next. But I have a mindset right now. I'm gonna go hard on funding next. Now they have max allocation. I have reserves. They're on cap payouts. When I start getting building a cushion, like a little buffer, I'm gonna start scaling up, and then we're gonna try and milk them. Yeah, so it's up to preference. So when we go to our website here, we're gonna do the giveaway most likely after this conversation, and we're gonna let this trade probably run here. Yeah, this website should have everything updated. I like Take Profit Trader. Don't get me wrong, Take Profit Trader is one of the best deals right now. But it's up to what you feel like. If you can't do trailing drawdown, I won't recommend you Take Profit. That's just how it is. End of day here, 30% off is better than what they usually do, is 5% off. I'm not gonna recommend Apex unless it's 90% off. Honestly, 90% off is a good deal. 80% is standard. TradeFi is still good. 35% off is okay, good too. Trade Day 40% is great. And funding ticks 35% is likely the best deals they have. Once it's over, it's gonna drop down, I feel like. So you have a lot of good options, and I would encourage you guys to look at them. But at the same time, load up when they have a good deal. If you are waiting for a deal and the firm drops it, you're not going to see a deal like this, especially for funding next for the next 2-3 weeks. So you're going to have people asking me like, when is the next funding next deal? When is the funding next deal? They only do like once a month. Wealth charts 90% off. Who the hell uses wealth charts? I'm going for Tradeivate only. Chat, are you guys buying Apex 90% off using wealth charts? Yes or no? I would rather pay 80% on Tradeivate. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've seen wealth chart platform. It kind of looks bad. How many accounts can you have with funding next? It's in the graphic. So, just to explain it, you know how like Take Profit 5 accounts, Apex 20 accounts. That's for funded evals. It depends. Mostly evals are unlimited too. For funded next is allocation. So they have 25k, they have 50k, they have 100k. Whatever makes up to 300k is your max. So you can have 3 100k accounts, you can have 6 50k accounts, or 12 25k accounts. Or you can split them. You could be like, I want 1 100k, 2 50ks, and then 4 25k. You can mix and match with them. So you can have up to 1 million, but only 300k is active. So technically, it could be 12 accounts maximum on the lowest account size. And then you have like 14. Is that 14? No, that's like 28 in reserve. That's insane. That's actually insane. The amount of things in reserves. I can't believe we've been in this trade for like 40, 50 minutes now. But listen, guys, I recommend only the best deals. When have you guys ever heard me tell you guys to buy funding next when there's no good deals? Never. That's not what I do. I only want to share when it's a good time to buy, when I'm trying to buy. So I promote them like once every like 5 weeks basically. It's only because I'm like, give me a good deal and I'll promote you guys. If not, I'm not gonna promote you guys just because it's still expensive. Instead of trading 1 contracts on 20 accounts, why not 20 contracts on 1 account? So I think that's a nuanced question. Think like this though, when you're trading, Apex is such a good example because Apex allows you 20 counts. 20 counts, let's say you have the 150k counts, it's 5k per drawdown. You have 100k of drawdown right there times 5k times 20, 100k right there. That's for the price of like, for 20 counts, probably like 2,000 all in. That's cheap. You're giving $100,000 in drawdown to work with basically for the price of 2,000. That's why scalability matters. Because there's no firm going to give you 1 account with 100k drawdown. If they do, they're going to charge you like $20,000 on that account. So I think if you move the conversation away from, oh, why not do 20 instead of 1? Just move it. What is the difference between 20 funded versus 1 live? That's the difference. Chat, are we cooked on this trade? I don't even know. This is like, this has been, we've been like this same area for a whole hour. That's insanity. That's insane. What's the difference? Again, you buy 20 counts from Apex, you get it funded. It'll cost you 2,000. You have $100,000 to work with in drawdown, technically. In drawdown. I'm not talking about count size. I'm talking about drawdown, which is what matters. If you want to start a live account, you have to, you know, you're risking 100,000 versus the Apex, you're risking only 2,000. I think it's 2,000. Maybe it's more. Maybe it's like 3,000, 4,000 actually. But, you know, still works. Why are you trading Friday PM with no news? I'm trading every day regardless. I'm just avoiding bad price action, and I felt good about this trade, but then it just didn't move. I'm gonna add freaking more contracts just so the price can move. They're gonna see my orders and be like, damn, he's a whale. He's about it, and it should drop it here. Okay, I was thinking I was gonna wait for this, but I might just buy the accounts on stream because I want to trade the evals and try to get day 1 in. So let me just buy it real quick. I want to buy on my phone because it has Apple Pay and I can just do it really fast. What code are we using, guys? Code SMART. That's the right answer. Any other wrong answer? Any other answer would have been a ban. Code FSP? No way. That guy, I mean, I respect the guy for trading, but like he just trades 1 account, flips next account. He's not showing any results long term. Come on. I would rather support Patrick over him right now. That I don't know much about him, but that's what I saw. He prints, well, he trades 1 account at a time, so like he has like 20 tries. So if he fails, switch account. So wouldn't it be better if he just showcased, like, you know, the account history? All right, guys, I'm buying it. Look at this. We got one account in. I gotta buy like what? How many I need? Six to start with. I could buy more actually, but Apple Pay is just so fast to do. Because if I do it on PC, it takes a little bit longer. He burns about 3 evals on each stream. That's like something I don't like, to be honest. If I to be real, I rather the way that you switching, like unless you're showcasing the results, he's not doing that. Like I think Rocket Scooter Matt does it, but he does it in a good way. He shows the results, he shows the history. I just don't think it's responsible or you're kind of bound to win. You know, if you have 20 tries, you're bound to win like 1 or 2. But wouldn't it be better to learn how to trade and just trade with all at once? But I guess it's my opinion. Yeah, that's exactly like my thought process. Oh, I did payment denied. I'm broke, guys. Look at that. It says failed transaction. What the hell? Oh, shit, I'm going back to school. But like what Kevin's saying is like his model works only for funded, or only for profit firms, because you're cycling accounts one at a time, so you're bound to win. But that's not how you would trade a real account. That would 100% not work on a real account. Does that make sense? It's the same thing. Should I use a different card? I don't know what happened there. That's so weird. His model is perfect for affiliate revenue because I could show you my results right now. I don't think he can. Like he can show you on one account or like let's say 3 accounts, but he can't show you all of his accounts or like a group of it. Like I'll pull up my Top Step or Apex or anything. It'll show you a history like 30 days, 40 days. And like I'm not cycling through accounts. I'm not switching accounts. It's like the same account. So you see like my whole trading basically. Yep, look at this. This is taking so long. It's like a 3-point stop. I don't know how I survived for so long, but I'm finally about to get hit. I don't know. I respect that. Yeah, I always respect live streamers, but there's something that turns me off for some certain ways of doing it because I could see through. I'm like, you're likely not doing it the way that would be easy for people to you know see. So like I'll go on my Trade Evade here. This is my live account. Let me see if I don't show anything personal first. I'll do this month. Yeah, I think that's right. I don't think anything's personal. 32,000 profit for this month, July. And if I go last month, which be this 4,000. I didn't really share that much last month. And I go Top Step, you can see all my results. It's not like one account, 2 account. Let me just make sure I don't. Yeah, there we go. Okay, switch to accounts. It's the same exact account, same balance, same everything. Some people, live streamers who can't do that, they're switching accounts. So they blow up the account, they switch account, blow up account, make money, keep that account, switch accounts. How am I still alive, chat? I have to call my bank to get funded the next account this morning. That's weird. They're blocking it from using too many third-party names. That's weird. I never had this issue before. But I'm going to try with my business card then. Or my other card. But, yeah, no, I get that different people, different trading style. But I feel like this specifically, that style only works for prop firms. Which is good, but wouldn't traders want to learn a way that would prohibit, or not prohibit, but like encourage trading in anything? That's where it matters. Oh, Apple Pay doesn't work for that. Okay, that makes sense. If I just put my card manually, that's what I usually do. I do it on my desktop. But, yep. Let's do the giveaway. Come on. I should not trade today though, but I'm down, I think like $200 today. But I did make money on the NASDAQ trade, so that's why it helped me up. But for the stream's sake, I should be down 200. It's just because ES being an annoying little bastard. All right, yeah, like the stream, comment your YouTube username one time. We'll pick 2 winners. And how is the guy who has the #1 crown, which I don't know what that means. I think that means he is active. So he's been here often. He's spamming his username. That's 6-7 times already. Some people can't be helped. The crown means he's typed the most today. Oh, is that what it means? In one day or just forever? Because if he did, that makes sense. He's just spamming it. I'm not trying to call you out, but like, I don't know if you guys are aware, but it's always comment your YouTube username 1 time. If you comment more than once, you're just automatically disqualified and just doesn't work. Oh, resets daily. Okay. Because like, think about it. If everyone spams, who gets a chance at winning? No one. No one gets a chance. But I'm glad it's Friday, guys. Yeah. We finally get some moves. Just a little bit too late, I would say. A little bit too late for sure. But yeah, the last 2 updates is we added funding ticks. I know you guys were asking for it. Funding ticks is now available. They match the current best deal. So like, you know, PW 35% off. We're also doing the 35% off with code SMART. But here's one thing: we're doing 5% cash back, which is guaranteed. And what you also get a chance at a raffle entry, which we're doing 100 accounts in a month. Which, if you want to see the winners, guys, this is all the winners. We're gonna have a fresh set of winners this coming week here. So every week there's gonna be 20 winners, and you'll get this email. You'll be in lookout. Be like, thank you for being a valued smart platform user. Your recent prop purchases through our platform not only earn you like the cashback, which is guaranteed, but also be selected for a winner in our July raffle. And each email is gonna be different because it's gonna be like the #2 raffle, #3 raffle. We're just gonna keep on adding them up. Yeah, and the last update is just for the next new deal. Pretty good. 30% off. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend the 50K though. But you should look in the rules. If you think it's expensive, that's up to you. I think it's very competitive. I think it's like something there where they should be losing money, but they want to take market shares because uncapped payouts is expensive. Like if Top Step were to do uncapped payouts, not Top Step, but like if Tradeify were to do uncapped payouts, you're gonna see like double the price of a regular account. That's just how it works for any accounts with uncapped payouts. Because the only real accounts with uncapped payouts is My Fund Futures Expert, and that is such an expensive product. They can change rules later, of course, but they also have they also are the #2 prop firm. They paid 150 million in payouts already. So it's not like a rug pull firm. I think that's where some people are thinking like, oh, like Top One, their new firm. These guys have been around for like 5 years already, paying 150 million dollars. That's the most, other than like Top Step, Apex, and FTMO. Like they're right there. They're top 5 in payouts. But yeah, we kind of just sat here for a while. Can you claim your smart code rebate if you supply your email you used to purchase? It depends on firm. Like some firms we're doing. I'm just gonna. Oh, I don't have the login. Damn it! Why did I log out? But yeah, some firms you have to submit order number. Other firms you just submit your emails. We have instructions on it. All right, winners today is Limit Up Luigi and Mr. Bugs. Mr. Bugs. This is a long stream though. Just sat here for a while. Scam. We need a bot that says anyone who says a scam, we're gonna do something to them. Time them out. We're gonna disqualify for them. That will teach them. But yeah, on all seriousness, yeah, price action sucks today, guys. Smoking Bureau. I'm never gonna win a giveaway again. We got a lot of people. I know you won once. I think I remember giving you one. I do remember names, but it's hard to win twice when you have like so many people participating. How's the consistency roll? I think is it 30% or 40%? I think it's 40. I think it's 40%. It's not bad. How's your funded? Oh, I keep on forgetting, guys. I swear to God, I keep on forgetting to trade my future desk count. Let me just go through this here. As long as it doesn't show anything. Should I take a trade to finish this? I'm at 10.2k. I keep on forgetting. I think 10.5. I think. Let me see. 10.5. So I need 200 bucks. Let's finish here, guys. Type in chat long or short right now. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna blindly decide because I'm so close. And if I lose, I just gotta work my way back up. Long, short, long. Yo, it's so mixed. I think a lot of people saying short, so let's do it. Short. This is kind of cool. Is this with all projects? I kind of like how they do this design. But I need like what, 250? 200? What's my balance? I forgot what it was. I need like 200 or something. And then I'll pass. And this was such a long eval. This is my first try on it. And I have to make 10.5 thousand on it by only risking 6,000, I think. What's the prop firm? It's trade. Why do I forget? The future desk. The future desk. So, if chat can get me this win here, that'd be great. But I'm trading a lot of firms. Every firm that I'm partnered with, I'm trying to trade, or sometimes I forget trade, and I should work on them. But they're here. They're what they do. A quick summary of them is you do the eval. You can pick whatever size you want, how much drawdown you want, how much consistency you want, and it'll change the price. So if you want higher consistency, it's gonna be more expensive. If you want lower consistency, which I did, I think I did like 25% consistency. It was very cheap. It was like 200 bucks. And when you pass it, you get a sim funded. You make the one-on-one drawdown, and if you make the one-on-one drawdown, they move you that amount live. So I make 10.5k, right? That's where I pass. My drawdown is 6,000, so I'll get a sim funded for 6,000 drawdown. If I hit 1-to-1, they'll fund me with a live account $6,000. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That's what they described to me. But let's see. He just signed the bill. Well, let's get the dumping. It's just another prop firm, guys. We have a lot of prop firms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I count that right? 4, 4, 5. Yeah, 13 prop firms. That's insanity. But that's how you make money. That's how you make real money. I'm going to get funded with all of them at one point. And I'm going to have like 60, 70 fundeds. And on a good month, I feel like 300,000 would be like casual, almost. Just because you have so many prop firms. Linsanity, yeah, that type shit. I think once this hits, I'm going to just wrap this up. I use Replicanto. Replicanto helps a lot. I'm trying to really talk to this trade copier um, and get it for free for smart platform users. Once it's live, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to pay them however they want. Maybe we'll work a deal out with them, and then it'll be like any users with smart platform will get it for free for every month, as long as you just like are active. That's the goal. It's gonna be a tough deal. It's gonna cost a lot, but yeah. Why did I short here? Why? It's because I asked chat like 2 minutes ago, like long or short, and it was like 70% say short, so I clicked it. But I'm talking to a few trade copiers that I'm like testing out. It's gonna take some time, maybe like 2 months. It should be. Oh, we'll find a deal with someone. But yeah, Project X is gonna be important too. Like, even though I don't use Project X, it's getting bigger. So a trade copier that is stable is good for Project X. It's good for TradeVate. It's good for NinjaTrader. It's good for TradingView. Good for Rhythmic. I need all of that to be as a criteria, or it's a no-go. Let me see if I can purchase this on my desktop. There's a transaction being processed. Let's see if it works, guys. Because I did Apple Pay earlier. It worked one time and then it failed. I was like, I'm broke, guys. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. I don't know if it's gonna fail and show my credit card details. That'll be so bad. That'll be so bad. Your issue was on desktop? What the heck? What is... Oh, there he goes. Chat, add another one or flip? Add one or flip? We're going to double down here. Oh, it's declined. That's weird. Maybe my card... Oh, my card was flagged. That's why. That happens when I make a lot of purchases after a while, or instant verification. It just tells me, like, did you purchase this? And I just say yes, and it should work. That happens with every platform I do, because I just kind of use one main card for everything. And they think I'm, like, getting hacked or something. Add. Wait, we're close now. We only need, like, 3 more points. They need to save our cards. Even though it's bad, it'll be much easier. All right, I gotta lock in so I can maybe even trade the fund in the next on stream. You guys want to see that? And oh, I think we already passed. I saw it. Okay, I think I need to raise F then. I don't need that much. Look at that, chat. First try. 10.5 thousand. That was a majority. Let me see my my history. Does it show? How do I look at the history? It's probably not going to be the best, just because I was going back and forth with them. Okay, let's see. It took a while. So June, I was like doing pretty speedy. Like I was going fast, and then I was about to pass this right here, like 2,000, 1,000, 2,000, 2,000. Got hit with this one. I got too greedy because I was like about to try to pass in this last trade. Bounce back, and then lost. Bounce back again, small loss. Bounce back, and we're getting close. And then loss. Bounce back, small loss, and then we just been hitting it. 10.5 thousand is a lot to really work with this, especially with your day loss limit being like, I think 2,500 or something like that. Yeah, 2,500 exactly. But we passed. Look at that, chat. And another thing, Fund Next approve the payout or approve the account, so I can buy more now. Wait, you can activate it? How do you activate it? How do I do it? How do I do it? I need to not show anything before someone hacks me. Bottom left. Account center. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't show anything personal. Oh, look at that. Complete assessment. Let's go. Activate it. $0 to activate. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And here we go. Here we go. First trade on funded on stream 2, day 1. Are we about it? Yeah, I want to do something risky here. We're gonna do it again. Long or short. Chat bias. Oh wait, how do I get this? Oh, there it is. Long or short. Long or short. Fresh account. This is a sim funded now. I need to do this right, guys. Chat bias doesn't fail me. We're doing this right. One trade. I need to do a poll because I think it's 250-50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Poll. I'm going to give you guys like 30 seconds. Oh, there's like so many shorts. I need to look at charts. Is it? Yeah. Okay. We'll join you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. How many contracts can I do? 2? Or I know. I think it's 4. It's usually 4. Here's the thing. Regardless, if this fails, I'm gonna work my way back up. I think if I were able to make 10,000, making 6,000 is pretty easy. I feel like. So we're just gonna work our way back up. We're gonna do 2 contracts, maybe 3. Let's get spicy, and we'll just do like 1,000. I'm willing to risk $1,000 here because I can always get that back up. While I do that, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy the what you call it. I'm gonna buy the for next counts. If it wins, we get another giveaway. Okay, I'm down. I'm down with it. Dude, I gotta fill out my info every time for next purchases. It's kind of annoying. There's no autofill. Let's go. Let's go. I kind of like shorts too, though, but you never know with this price action. We're buying this. We're buying this. It's processing. It's processing. I got to buy 6 total. It's not the fastest to buy, though. But this is my 3rd one. It's declined. It's flagging me again? I literally just approved it. And it's flagging again. I'm going to say this. Did you make this purchase? I'm going to say, yes, I did make this purchase. They don't want me to make money, Mo. They want me to lose. But yeah, I think I gotta wrap it up soon. I'm gonna go something light so I can just finish up today. It's like so close to power hour or 350. Transaction denied again. I'm getting cooked here. I don't know what's happening. I think I just used a different card. Oh, we're back. Okay. I need to get out of here. They probably need to verify my shit though, but I'm probably not gonna be able to trade the Funny Next today. It's fine. Unless, is it 4:50? What time does it close? Maybe that would be better. But oh, it's 4:10. Okay, never mind. Is it 4:10 for real? Usually prop firms does it for like 4:59, 5 o'clock. This is such a bad trading day, bro. If you're a scalper, I mean, you're making somewhat a little bit of money, but overall, this is like dookie. Brother, I'm about to close this out. I'm trying to get out of here. Well, have a good one, guys. I'm about to hit TP in 3, 2, once it hits CP, we're gonna wrap the stream up. It was a long stream. It was yep, there it is, up 200 bucks on this. There we go, baby. Yeah, we're gonna see you guys on Monday. I hope you guys take advantage of these deals. I would recommend the Funny Next deal. It ends Tuesday, I think. It's like you don't have that much time. You have Monday and Tuesday. That's it. I would load them up as much as you can because it's a severely limited time deal. And use code SMART, team code SMART, baby. If you want the cash back and all the rewards, we're gonna do giveaways. Be on the lookout. If you're actively using our platform, be on the lookout for giveaways. We're gonna pick 20 this week again. 20 every week. Have a good one. Have you traded Funny Next yet? I had 11,000 total payouts so far.